Tom and I have been working together on and off for quite a long time, so we know quite a lot of nasty secrets about one another.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah, that's you. It is the party game that's all about the players. It's all about you. And so, yeah, we have a really close working relationship at Wish. The team's really tight, and some of us have known each other for quite a long time. And so that's been a great test bed as we've been evolving the questions and working out what was going to work with this kind of dynamic. We've been playing it, in different versions for over 3 years now, since the early prototypes. And what's magical about it really is that it still delights us. We still have such a good time playing it. The game has such a wide variety of activity in it as well, and you can be so creative with it that always keeps it fresh, and it always keeps it interesting to play because you're always coming up with new ways to answer the question.
Okay, so we at Wish, all of us have been in the industry for a long time. I think if you added it together, it would be a pretty awful high amount, probably sort of about 50 years of bloody experience between us. And we've done a lot of social games. And I think, when we started with Sony, we were tasked with coming up with a 21st century social experience. And so, we kind of really wanted to start from scratch. And so we were looking all over the place. We went back to looking at Victorian parlor games to, things that were happening on the mobile phone, all over. And I think it's kind of an amalgam of that. But the key thing to us was just finding that off-screen interaction. And then we really felt we hit it when we literally made the game about the people in the room.
So like our mission statement is that Wish comes up with original, meaningful, fun experiences that people share together, enjoy together. Mm-hmm. Right, so, and that's really like open for us, so there's loads of different ways we can go with that, but it is really about finding this way of connecting people and people having fun together.
Yeah.
And we really hope that comes through in That's You and in our other Playlink game, Knowledge is Power.
Well, okay, out of the product coming out today already has an incredible range of things that are going to give it a great amount of legs. As Caspar touched on earlier, because of the relativity, the fact that different people, you play it with one extra person and the whole experience changes. The game has a great amount of replay. There's over 1,000 different questions and challenges in the game. And also, it's got this really cool thing, UGC, and it's essentially players can write their own questions and they can do their own picture questions, which means, the fun's just going to keep going, basically. And we just can't wait to see people streaming this stuff and see what people come up with. We'll leave that for the audience, I think.
We worked hard to make sure, the game can be played. And like Tom says, it's up to the audience, so the game can be played like kind of sweet and sincere if you're with your family, or rude and crude if with your friends. So you can really just take it how you want it, and that's the very deliberate thing for us. Whether you're playing it at Christmas with your family, on Friday night with your friends before you go out for a beer, or after you've been out for a beer, it's really, really open to the audience how they want to take the game.
Yeah, we didn't want to make a game where we were cracking all the jokes. We've just created this system which takes people on a journey and they make their own humour, and that's the fantastic thing. But the wonderful thing is to see people laughing, sharing stories, and it triggering all this great, conversational interaction between each other.
I think what was interesting for us is that, we are all, there's a lot of friends here at the office and we all get along well. And so we were experiencing it in that kind of setup, playing with friends. When we started user testing the game, what was really amazing was to see, particularly I think parents with teenage kids playing it, and they had so much fun with it and such a great experience that it kind of blew us away a little bit. It kind of wasn't quite what we expected. But yeah, because all you need to know is each other. That was, I suppose, what was really the great proof of the game working, was that it really does work with whoever's playing it, whatever set of people's on it.
Yeah, it was a fantastic to see, a father and a mother and their 2 teenage sons chatting in a way that I don't think they usually would, and the mum coming out and winning at the end of the experience of beating her own teenage sons at a video game, which was bloody brilliant. And absolutely, but in the same sentence, all you need to know is to know each other. But in the same sentence, when people first came and joined Wish, we used it as an icebreaker, like you're insinuating, and that's been a really fun way to get to know each other really quickly, and that's great. Well, we spent a long time trying to engineer these questions in a way that celebrated people's differences. And, we want to bring people together. We don't want to blow them apart, genuinely. And so these questions are about celebrating our eccentricities and our differences of all different personality types. It's not about picking on people, and it's definitely not about making fun in a sort of dark or nefarious way.
Yeah, so thanks for asking. Knowledge is Power is our second Play Link game. It's coming later this year. Same setup, you play with your phone or your tablet, play it over Wi-Fi with the PlayStation, iOS and Android again. And the idea of Knowledge is Power is that it's a quiz game show, and it's the game that's all about trivia, tricks and tactics. So when you're playing, where you get the most points is by answering quickest. And so other players can use these things we call power plays against you that are fun ways of slowing down other players. So one might be freeze, where your answers get frozen, and before you can give your answer, you have to smash the ice away by tapping on your phone in order to get through the correct answer. And so there's loads of fun mechanics like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's 2 to 6 players, just like that to you. So big groups can play. And it's another just really, really fun game. It's everyone votes on category, and we've got this huge web of interrelated questions and categories that people literally vote through by going through doors in this giant pyramid where they're trying to get to the summit and be the winner, basically. And we're really excited. We can't wait to start showing that one next.
Psst.